Assalamu alaikum. Hi, everybody. Today we will continue our literary selection, Christmas Carol, Act 1. The last part was an introduction to the event, plot, main characters, steps of the development of the plot of this drama. Today we will discuss many elements. Scrooge will meet his friend's ghost, Marley's ghost, to tell him about what could happen in the future if he stay greedy as he in the present time. He will meet the past spirit, which will go in a deep flashback to see many scenes like a video or a movie in front of his eyes. He will see young Scrooge, young man Scrooge, little boy and a young man Scrooge. He will meet his schoolmaster, Mr. Fezwick, his old boss, his old business owner. He also will meet in the past, or will see in the past actually, his younger sister, Fan, the mother of Fred. So we will discuss many elements of Act 1. Let's get started. The settings of Act 1, place of events, Scrooge's chamber, and Scrooge's office. So, in his office, he will meet Fred and the two gentlemen of charity, Portly Man and Thin Man, who will ask him to do some sort of charity to help the poor families and homeless people. But he will reject this. He will also reject Fred's invitation to the Christmas Eve dinner. We have another place, which is Scrooge's chamber, where he will meet Marley's ghost and the ghost of, or the spirit of the past. Let's go to see what else. Time of the event in Act 1 is a Christmas day and a Christmas night. In a Christmas day, he will meet the two gentlemen, Portly Man and Thin Man, the people who are looking for charity, and also Fred, his nephew. At night, he will meet Marley and the spirit of the past. The ghosts in Act 1 are only two, the ghost of Marley and the past spirit. If you look here, this picture reflects the scene where Scrooge, the old man, meets his friend's ghost, Marley, and he is chained with metal box full of money and coins. Marley did the same mistake, but Marley had no chance to change his manner. That's why he came to warn his friend to see or to meet the same destiny. Here, this is the spirit of the past, and here, the spirit of the past just holding the hand of Scrooge to go in a flashback to see the past scenes with him. The main characters in Act 1 are Jacob Marley, dead, attending as a ghost, the friend of Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge, he is still alive, he is the hero of this drama. Bob Cratchit, Scrooge's clerk. Fred, Scrooge's nephew. And the Thin Man and Portly Man, the two gentlemen of charity, charitymen who came to ask him for charity and help the poor people. Spirit of the past, or the past spirit. Here we have a flashback. If you look at this picture, you will see young Scrooge and the woman he loved in the past, and he promised to marry, but he gave her up, he let her go. And this is old Scrooge looking sadly, watching this scene, very sad. And this is the past spirit. The characters of the past met by Scrooge. Scrooge will see Scrooge as a young boy, Scrooge as a young man, Fan, his sister, little sister, his schoolmaster, Mr. Fezwig, his old business owner, Scrooge's lost love, the woman he promised to marry. So all these characters, Scrooge will see them in different scenes, and each scene has will have its own effect on Scrooge's character to be developed in the next act. Fred. In Act 1, Scrooge's nephew Fred, invites him attending the Christmas Eve dinner together with him. But Scrooge rejected his invitation. Scrooge's reaction was really disappointing. He rejected his invitation and even refused to say Merry Christmas. He also blamed him for being married. They went in a long discussion about the use of Christmas celebration. Scrooge believes only in business and thinks that Christmas shouldn't be a holiday. He also gets angry with Cratchit for taking one day off and being paid for such a day. He believes it is not fair to pay for holidays, and he doesn't believe that people should get one day off in the Christmas. Then Scrooge rejected also Thin Man and Portly Man when they asked him to donate and do some charity to help poor and homeless families. As some people are sick and very old to do any work, he said that he pays only to famous and official organizations. He also said that those people must work harder than receiving charities. He doesn't feel sympathy with any type of creatures. He's really tough-hearted. He believes only on money and cash and business. He doesn't feel that people around need to be helped by him, and they must share him his wealth since he doesn't need all of it. I mean, he can do some sort of small charity to help these people. When the two gentlemen, Thin Man and Portly Man, told that some poor people would like to die rather than asking for help and charity, because he told them that these poor people should go to the organizations and official workhouses, official organizations, governmental organizations to get help. The two gentlemen told him that some people, they have dignity. They don't feel fine to ask for charity. They have a great dignity, so these two gentlemen offered them a hidden sort of charity. But Scrooge said they better die and decrease the population of the country and give some space to the others. Actually, Scrooge will regret saying that in the coming events with Present Ghost of Christmas, when he see the sick young boy of Cratchit suffering and about to die. And once Cratchit asked him to offer him some money to do a surgery or cure his kid. That's why I'm telling you, each scene, each picture image in the past will change something in Scrooge's character. In Act 1, Marley is telling Scrooge that he would be chained with these metal boxes since he didn't celebrate the spirit of Christmas during his lifetime. And if he didn't change his manners, he will be condemned to the hell. He will be tortured eternally by these money. Because he just saved the money. He didn't make the best use of it. He can do charity and increase his wealth, rather than keeping them in a greedy way and just watching others suffering without any help. Marley told Scrooge that he will be haunted by 3 spirits in a sequence: past spirit, present spirit, and future spirit. Past spirit, flashback scenes from the past. Scrooge is watching different nights of Christmas in the past, like old Christmas nights in the past, when he was a young boy, young man, until his time as an old man. Scrooge cried when he saw the flashback of the past as a little child, when he saw little Scrooge alone at school. He regrets his greedy way, as he didn't give the singing little boy anything last night. If you remember, the night before he is haunted by the spirit of Marley, he met a young boy singing, I think, with his family. He looked at them in a strict way. That's why they stopped singing and he left them. When he watched the young Scrooge, the young boy in the past, who was really Scrooge, as a young boy, he felt sympathy with the young boy in the present time. So he's always getting lessons and connecting the past memory to the present actions. Scrooge remembers his little sister and how he loved her in the past. He remembers also Mr. Fezwick, the kind-hearted man, when he saw his office in front of him in the past. Again, flashback scenes from the past. We have a comparison between Mr. Fezwick, the old boss of Scrooge, and how did he deal with his stuff. And on the other side, Scrooge as a business owner and how he deals with his clerk Cratchit, especially when Scrooge felt angry with him to give him one day off as a Christmas holiday. Scrooge as a boss believes that this is not fair to pay for a holiday, whatever this holiday is. A comparison between Mr. Fezwick and Mr. Scrooge. Put yourself in the shoes of the others. Like, deal with others the same way you like to be dealt with. See how others think. Scrooge promised to deal with his employees the same nice way Mr. Fezwick did. As Scrooge and his friend loved the way their master, boss, dealt with, Scrooge is changing with each memory. He recounts, look again at his behavior when he saw how did Mr. Fezwick deal with him in the past. He thought to say something good to his clerk to make him happy. If you remember, when Cratchit said to Mr. Scrooge, Merry Christmas, and he left fast, Scrooge said humbug. He didn't even say Merry Christmas to you. So Scrooge is comparing himself as a boss owner or a business owner to Mr. Fezwick as his old boss, and how much he loved him because of his kindness. And he promised to deal with the future stuff if he became a business owner the same nice way, but he didn't, actually. Again, Scrooge and the woman from the past. Who is this woman? Actually, this woman is his lost love, the woman he promised to marry, and he gave her up. Scrooge gave up his first love and the woman he promised to marry in the past because of his greediness. He's really greedy. He doesn't like to spend the pence of money. And love of business. He even didn't try to stop her when she left. According to her, Scrooge wanted a woman who has a great fortune, wealth, rather than a poor one. Scrooge cannot bear this shadow from the past and told young Scrooge to stop her, described himself to be a fool and stupid for giving her up, or for giving this woman up. But it is too late for him. At last, he saw she is leaving, but at least he recognized how foolish was he in the past. Scrooge felt pain because he gave up her. He could have started a nice life with her. She loved him too much, but he loved business and money more than her. That's why he really regret this and asked the spirit of the past to take him away simultaneously. Let's have some sort of critical analysis. This critical analysis will help you to answer many questions about Act 1. Why did Marley visit Scrooge? Marley visited Scrooge to warn him that it is the last chance to change his manner and avoid the same destiny like his friend Marley. So it's the last chance for Scrooge to change the way of dealing with people, to do some charity, to make the best use of his wealth as a business owner. He can use it better than this. He can be nice and welcoming with people to avoid the bad destiny of his friend. He's really lucky to have a friend like Marley to come as a ghost and warn him of all these bad deeds. In what year does this story sit or happen? Actually, it happened in London in 1843. London, 1843. What does Scrooge say to those who wished him a Merry Christmas? He said just humbug. And humbug means to be dishonest talking, writing, or behaving that is intended to deceive people. Scrooge believes that Christmas is deceiving people, and people only get 1 year older every year and nothing to be added to them. They spend much time, much money on vain or in vain. So that's why he believed that Christmas is humbug. In Act 1, how many spirits did Scrooge meet? He met 2 spirits. He met the ghost of Marley and the spirit of the past. When Marley was alive, what relationship did he have with Scrooge? Actually, they were friends and business partners. That's why, if they were normal business partners, I think Marley could ignore him. But Marley came to him because they were really and only friends. I think in the past, Scrooge was the only friend of Marley, and Marley was the only friend of Scrooge. They shared the same business, they share the same house. Describe Cratchit's character through his reaction with Scrooge. Cratchit behaves politely and calmly towards Scrooge in spite of Scrooge's bad treatment and greediness as a business owner, unlike old Fezzik. Cratchit is a good man, hard worker, tolerant, and happy person who has a big family to support. In spite of his bad social state, he's very poor, he has a big family to support. He feels happy and celebrates Christmas and even feel happy to say Merry Christmas to people. And if you watch a movie or a drama for this story, you will see him running on the streets playing with kids. He's really somebody who has kind heart. This is a contraction between him and Scrooge. Scrooge should be better as he is a rich person. He has no problems in life. But the reverse is happening with him. What is the effect of the past spirit on Scrooge's character? Actually, the past spirit get a great effect, which is the gradual recognition and gradual change in his character. He discovered his past mistakes. Scrooge discovered his past mistakes by, or according to the spirit of the past, and tries to stop it, but it is too late to change the past. Scrooge felt really sad and depressed when he saw the shadows of the past events. Scrooge realized how awful he was towards other people. He called himself a fool for his past mistakes. This is a great effect. The ghost of Christmas past made Scrooge feel that he should have been kinder as an adult. The use of words such as solitary, neglected, sobbing, alone, and poor boy about his life as a lonely schoolboy reflects how poor he was in the past, and he started to feel the same pain like young kids feel. So he started and intended to change his manner. That's why he said he should give the little singing boy something. This means that he will change this if he has the chance. And this is the exact effect Marley wanted on Scrooge. He wanted him to change the way he's thinking, the way he's dealing with people. Backstory: Scrooge's father, negative effect. A backstory is something in the history of people that push them to act in the same way or in a special way. Like somebody who was badly treated in the past, he could treat people badly. This is psychological result or sequence of this backstory. He became tough. Maybe Scrooge became tough and hard-hearted as his father paid him the same treatment. Maybe when Scrooge's sister Fan told him that his father has become really kind than before, this reflects that the nature of his father is to be tough, an unkind man, especially with Scrooge. Maybe this factor pushed Scrooge to be such a greedy and bad character, but this can be in a contrast with the young, dancing Scrooge with Mr. Fezwick and his friend Dick. If you remember the scene when Mr. Fezwick told him, "Stop working, that's enough for today, just prepare the place for the night celebration of Christmas." During this Christmas, Scrooge, Mr. Fezwick, Dick, and all the people start to dance and celebrate a happy night. So maybe this the backstory has different effects on his character. After all, we infer that Scrooge had a difficult childhood. As I told you, this backstory has its own effect on his character, but you know, people can change, people can learn as long as they grow up. Every day you learn and acquire new skills by passing different, easy, hard experiences in life. So characters of people or normal people must develop to be better characters in the future, not the reverse. We hope that the effect of the past spirit and the visit of Marley will change much about Scrooge's character, and we will see the result in Act 2. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you have any comment, any questions concerning Act 1, please leave it in the comment below the video. If you need something to be explained, just write it down and I will do it for you. Thank you very much and see you next video.